Oh, how you doing? Look what the cat dragged in. Another Kenmore 80 series. Across the street. Couldn't have been better dumb luck. Across the street, they were getting rid of this because they got a new set of, what do you call it? It's LG high efficiency friggin' machines. And the truck was going to take this away, and he's like, no. So it needs clean, bad.
Much need clean.
We're going to test it out. Allegedly, the neighbor said that they tested it, or they just used it like Saturday or Sunday. So it should theoretically work, but we're going to test it, and then we have to take it apart, take the tub out, because we get Italian. We got to clean it. It's known that the agitator dogs are shot. That's not a problem because we have the tools of destruction. New set of agitator dogs. Thing for the drain. I don't think it's not getting hooked up today, but we're testing it out. And the tub nut wrench that we didn't have with his original one, which is still working in the basement. Now he finally has two machines, and they happen to be the same. So it couldn't get better than that. Anyway, we're going to get an extension cord. We're going to obviously have to fill this manually with the hose, and we'll test it out. Oh, went Italian. Happen to have a cap, so we can actually hook it up the right way. This will be fine to drain. So we're ready to go. I have it on a 10-minute wash. Heavy duty, fast. One rinse is fine. Cold. We'll do a large just to make sure it can handle everything, and off we go. It fills, but we knew that. We took this thing out. Air in the line, whatever. So we'll let it fill and see what happens. Alright, we're getting close. Here we are. Now again, the agitator dogs are shot, so that's why that's just bouncing around, barely working. But we certainly have currents of water going on here. Wow, that's really bad. But as far as the agitator goes, yeah, oh yeah, that's working just perfect. So the agitator dogs are shot.
Is it worth changing the dogs after this drain and then redoing it and continuing?
Nah, you'll know as soon as you change them that they're fixed. So that's not an issue. So God only knows how long they ran this thing. I think it says dual. Yeah, it says dual action on this, which is what I figured. That's really it. It seems to be washing right along. Nice and quiet. We'll just let it chooch here. I have a screwdriver in for the lid switch. This is hanging, obviously not draining because it's up higher than the tub. Looks like it could probably use a water level switch adjustment, which you're probably not going to do. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Right. So, yeah. Yeah, we're all set. You can see the growtiness. Look at that. So this thing needs clean, like I said. It's probably leaning now because it's, not on level ground. But yeah, we're just going to let it chooch here, and we'll come back when something else happens. While we're here, because it has the speed selector. Yep, low speed winding works perfectly. Absolutely. I bet this is going to work just fine. I bet it will. This little Italian setup is working nice. Not a single drop. It's not leaking here. The cap, everything's perfectly good. The hot, I could hear the valve run. I switched it before so I could hear it hum, so I'll take it on faith that's good. I scraped out the little screens in there. So I had a little junk in there, not too bad. Yeah, it's all working. I'm gonna have to hold this thing when it goes to chooch out, and I think we're getting on the order of close at this point. 6, it's probably at about 2 minutes or so we'll see what happens. Okay, it just stopped. Here we go. Well, it slipped into spin, so that's not entirely great, but it certainly is draining. It could have slipped into spin for years and they never knew. With the agitator dogs being shot, you know. They claimed it was just used, you know, the other day, so their dryer was shot and they decided to get a new set, was the story that was told. So anyway, it's going. Whether or not he's going to fix this issue, I don't know. But, I mean, it'll run not doing the neutral drain. It's just not good for it. But his other machine, 5 years, been going now, slipping into spin just about every time. So, who knows? But we're getting down. Still got a little ways to go. There's a leaf in there that's going around. Still draining. I was kind of really hoping that this would not slip into spin. There's all the rest of the water for the most part. I guess the holes are different on this one because you get these lines. I don't know if the camera can make that out. I can't see in the sun. Sure, I don't even know how the video's coming out. All right, well, it's doing its thing. So we'll let it spin. And I guess there's really no need to do a high water level for the rinse. I'll let it run through the whole cycle, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, so I can turn that down. There you go. Now it's eco. Now it's eco green. This is just a preliminary test, like I said. It's still gooking out a little bit of residuals that's in there, but it otherwise is spinning. Feels nice and strong. Obviously the motor coupler is good. It's not crazy out of balance, just has that wibble that it does. And we'll let it refill. Well, it looks like the brake in it is good. I'll see if I can just get that little thing out. It's a leaf or something. We'll let it refill and do its thing. Yep, everything is working as it's supposed to. Low water level. I guess maybe we could test the stops on each one. Why not, you know? Make sure it goes on each level. This way we could do a full test of that. I'm sure it'll work because it's shut at the low water level, but that's like really small. That's a really small load. So I'll run through these and make sure, and once it gets up to the top again, then we'll continue. High water wash preferred. There we go. Oh, the dog is rolling across the lap. Oh, got a new washing machine. Now I can piss on a carpet. Huh. So anyway, here's the model number 110.268.32690. Serial is CP4932033. 10 amp, 60 hertz, 120 volts. Here's Roebuck and Company USA. And should be almost there. There he goes. It agitates, it spins, it doesn't do a neutral, or at least it didn't. Maybe it's not doing that because this is certainly not level. I can't show you, but it definitely slopes down. So, you know, I don't think that would throw it that much off. It's not that bad. But we'll let it do its rinse and come back for see what happens. Okay, it just stopped. This may have a 2-minute delay. Nope. But again, it slipped into spin. So that's not the greatest thing in the world. But not much that we really can do about that at this juncture. It's draining, doing its thing, and it'll just be... And we'll see how Italian he wants to get. We'll just have to see, that's all. So we'll let this drain out. Screwdriver took a little walk, but that's all right. Almost out of water. There we go. That should die off in just a moment. There we go. And it'll just finish doing its thing. So that was it. That was testing it. What happens next? I don't know, but there likely will be another video on that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Brake is certainly good on it. And the spray rinse. I guess I'll need to hold this. There he goes. Oh, it's interesting to see that anyways. Just chooch out. And I guess I'll just hang for the last spray rinse and that'll do. Probably 20 more seconds or so. There it goes. That's it. All right. Thanks anyway for watching once again, and take care. Bye-bye.